but we got smacked, but we got smacked, but we got smacked, but we got smashed, bro.
3, 2, 1, go! What's up? It's your boy Levelhead. Back with another Live and Level Gamers podcast. This is episode 381, and this is Juneteenth. So we celebrate, the official day of being free, dumb. Anyway, so, but yeah, shouts out to that. But what's up, people? We're here to talk about a few things. Donkey Kong Bananza, Xbox plus AMD, power in the future. We won't be on here long tonight. I got to get off by 10:30, so we got to get it in tonight. We're going to be quick and to the point. We got Dark Wing Dragon in here. Well, what's up, people?
I'm listening off for doing one of the blackest thing you can do on Juneteenth.
What'd you say?
Fried chicken.
Eat me a bowl of watermelon.
Oh, okay, that's even better.
I was gonna say I just had some fried chicken, and I got some watermelon upstairs too. So I guess I'm with you, K-Pong. But anyway,
Sure.
What's up, Mr. Norris? What's good, bro?
Man, nothing much, man. Had the day off and enjoying myself. Got some little housework done. Got some gaming done.
Man, I got some. Oh,
Okay.
sound like me too. Got out there cutting the grass.
Ooh,
I didn't go to no.
I didn't do that.
I did do that. I cut my lawn, and it's not a small lawn. And I weed eat. I was gonna cut some trees down. And I said, you know what? I got Saturday to do all that. But man, we got a lot to talk about. D2K. Not D2K. Slap yourself. D2 Bananza. We got to talk about it. And we got to talk about the AMD Xbox collaboration partnership. Powering the future, do we believe? What's up, Nia? What's up? Wait a minute. Comic Book Crunch, what's up? I got a question to ask you, sir.
I'm happy you're not in jail.
We heard that a truck got heisted.
Yeah, that's right.
We heard about this truck
3,000 switches.
We got how many came on?
3,000 Switch 2s.
Sir, do you know anything about this?
That $1.1 million.
Comic Book Crunch. Do you know anything about
wink
the
once
Switch
for
2s?
yes, wink twice for no.
Yes. Smiley face for yes, angry face for no. I don't know, but let me know, man. Did you have anything to do with these heisted Switch 2s, man? Was the ski mask a part of this? Was you ski mask up
Black
and
Air
rest to
Force
go?
Ones.
When I saw that, man, that's the first person came to my mind. I said, Comic Book Crunch from finally, he said he was going to ski mask something up. He finally
Hit the jackpot.
did it. I was at the movies watching How to Train Your Dragon.
Sounds like a good lullaby.
Okay.
Alibi.
All right.
What is my fault? Alibi.
All right, we trust you, bro. We believe you. We got you. We didn't say you was here. We know where you was. You was watching How to Train the Dragon.
Yep.
So, all right, good. I was
He put a
concerned.
question mark on it.
I was concerned for a couple. What you put a question mark on it for?
He put a question mark on it.
Brother, change that. Edit that to a hyphen. Excited mark, something. But anyway, man, we got to talk about this, man. We what else? Was there anything else? I don't care if there was anything else. That's all we talking about tonight. Because we got to make it short and sweet tonight. Your boy got to run out to the Walmarts before they close. So we got to get out of here by 10. Who did I miss? So yeah, man, I'm excited to be here, man. I did not even realize that I ended. I had already finished The Last of Us season 2. It was only 7 episodes, and I'm kind of complaining because it didn't feel like it was supposed to end like it ended. I had already watched it. What's up, D2K? So, man, Keith, man, how did you feel about that DK, man? How did you feel about
I
that
was
Bananza, man?
I was shocked. I was shocked. I
Yes.
had to eat a little crow. I had to eat a little crow because I wasn't excited about it at first, but man, Nintendo showed out.
Yeah. So we gonna get it in here in a second. So, everybody here, we well not everybody, but they'll join in here shortly. So we gonna go ahead and get into what you've been gaming on. Let's go. Yeah. You know what time it is? It's time for what have you been gaming on? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on. So who going first? What you been gaming on?
Let me get mine out the way so Keith can go because it sounds like he's been having him a good old time today. So go ahead.
Switch two, baby. Switch two. All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and knock mine out. So I've been gaming on. So let's hop on the PlayStation. I've been playing NBA 2K. Well, I guess I'll start with I'm playing the most, which is Marvel Rivals. I'm playing that with my bro and my homies, and then playing 2K. So that's pretty much what I've been on that system. But I've probably played my Switch 2 every day. I think I may have missed one day. But I've pretty much turned it on almost every day from handheld mode to dock, doing a little bit of both. The game I've been playing the most on the Switch 2 is actually Civilization 7. That's what I've been playing the most. I've been playing that more than Mario Kart World. And so I'm enjoying that game. That game is it's fun. It's a learning curve for this version of Civ. So I had to go on YouTube and watch a couple of videos because I was unprepared. And you make some wrong moves at the beginning of the game, it'll mess up your whole future. So I've been on that, and then I played a little Mario Kart today. Popped that in. Wanted to play some online game, and man, they don't play online, bro. They do not play. There is some ruthless people online. I wish I can go there. That's why you need to enable voice chat. I need to talk to these little kids on there throwing these shells at me. They need to know how I feel about them. No, just playing. But no, I had to switch up my strategy. I was going with the Waluigi. That wasn't working for me. I had to go back to my Shy Guy and have a little bit more acceleration, and that worked out. I ended up getting fourth place with the last race I did before I ended up getting off. So I'm like, okay, I'm back. I'm getting it. But yeah, I was the best I finished was fourth in the knockout. So that was cool. But I wish they had a little bit more interaction with people on that game because there's no difference really between an AI and a person. Not the way they play, just that it's just a person on the screen, right? That I don't feel like if there was a lobby system, I would feel more involved like I did with Blur. It's just might kind of have some gripes with the system, with the way that Mario Kart World plays online, but I'll say that for another discussion and we end up going down that path. But that's what I'm gaming on.
Okay, all right. Mr. Norris.
Yes,
what
sir.
have you been gaming on, sir?
Yeah, K-Bone, they probably not gonna change that anytime soon, but
I know.
We can
I know.
I played a lot of games. I'm not gonna go into too many details. I'm still playing Hogwarts Legacy, still playing Mario Kart World, then trying to get all the costumes and trying to get better at grinding on the walls and the rails and stuff like that. In the open world.
You sound like a house party. Trying to get better grinding on. Okay, sorry.
That's funny. Played a little bit of Splatoon 3. I did, my favorite mode is the salmon run. And yeah, man, if you don't get good with all the weapons or just a little bit good with all the weapons, it's gonna be a horrible time. So that's one of them games you got to invest time in to get good at it. Let's see. I
Makes
played. Let's
sense.
see. I said Hogwarts, Mario Kart. So I do want to talk about this game. I played Baby Steps. You know that game that they keep showing at the PlayStation conferences. They have a demo of it on the
Yeah,
screen.
the baby stuff, the weird looking game.
It certainly is weird. So basically, I didn't play too much before I got rid of it. But basically,
He said,
LR.
hold on, before you got rid of it, not before you stopped playing, before you got rid of it. That's a whole
No,
other
I
game.
deleted it from my computer.
Oh
So
wow.
basically, L and R is your legs. So, and you gotta kind of get a rhythm with your steps. So you can walk slow, but to get a real good rhythm, you gotta, left, right, and then he does this step. It's weird. I didn't even try to get into whatever the story was going on. I don't care. It's not something that I'm going to invest in. It wasn't a good time for me. The next game I played was Ninja
But
Gaiden.
didn't you have to do that a little bit in Death Stranding, where you kind of balance yourself with the R and L?
That yeah, balancing, but just normal moving, no. With
Okay,
balancing, like if you're going down a hill and you got packages on your back, yeah, you gotta do that. But this is like just walking. Like if you say,
okay.
"Oh, I want to go pick up that stick," you gotta actually walk to that stick. For some people, it may be very interactive and they may enjoy that. But for me, I'm not interested in that. Not saying it's a bad game. It's just not for me. So the next game I played was Ninja Gaiden Ragebound demo. Very fun game. I'm picking it up. That's all you need to know. Uh,
Yeah.
go play it if you can play the demo. It's Ninja Gaiden. It's a learning curve. It's dope. Play that game. The next game, and these are all demos I'm playing on my
Is it a
Steam.
new Ninja Gaiden, or is it an old a
Hmm.
remake or something like that?
It's a new Ninja Gaiden. I forgot which conference they showed it at. I don't know if it
I've
was
seen it.
PlayStation
I've seen it.
or was it Game? Was it might have been Game Fest? They showed it, but yeah, it's
It's
just
not out on consoles yet. It's still on just Steam. So
Steam.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
okay. No demo on consoles.
no.
not yet.
Okay,
But it's a side scrolling game. You'll dig it. If you like any of the old school Ninja Game games.
I didn't, but I'm
All
open.
right then. All right. Uh,
Matter of
the
fact,
next game
I
that
can
I'm really excited about is Jump Ship. This is another game that I played. Did I talk about this last week or did I?
No,
no.
I did not talk about this
no.
last
You
week.
brought it
Okay.
up in the in chat.
In the chat. Okay, Jump Ship. Jump Ship, I think it's a 4-player co-op game where you have this spaceship that you're all manning and everybody can do a part. Like if a portion of the ship blows up, you can go out in space before you can like hyper jump and you can fix it. Um the controls really gave me feels of like Metroid Prime 4, not Metroid Prime 4, excuse me. I'm in the future. Let me bring it back. Metroid Prime remaster. It just the way it felt, and it's a space game. The graphics were beautiful. I definitely want to play co-op with some people. I don't know if it's going to be cross-platform. I think all games are cross-platform at this point, but if it's cross-platform, Jump Ship. Honestly, it looks like the Federation Force that I would have wanted on the Wii U. It's a dope looking game, and I can't wait to when it
Here it
comes out, and I
is.
can dive
This
deeper
is
into it.
here it is right here, y'all. Jump.
You finna play it?
Yeah, I'm playing it.
Oh,
If I
okay.
can blow it up.
Am I?
Until it's been taken offline.
I'm checking the sensors.
While that's playing, I can talk about these next two games. The next two games are is Zelda. I played Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. I think Breath of the Wild looks better than Tears of the Kingdom with the Switch 2 edition. I think I think the textures and things in Breath of the Wild is way better. And I did the Great Plateau just to get familiar with the game again. It's still a good time. Breath of the Wild is still that game. But then I went ahead and booted up Tears of the Kingdom so I can get off the Sky Island. And it like I said, it doesn't look as good. I think it's because they got the depths on there. It's just so much more going on with that game. But I better chill on Tears of the Kingdom because like it don't got fun again, and I'm still trying to finish Hogwarts. But man, both Zelda, I love me some Zelda. But yeah, that's all I've been gaming on.
Okay, that's what's up. All right. So let me get mine out the way. I've been playing a few games, man. I really done got into Fast Fusion. What's up, Fred? 215. Welcome to the show. Man, Fast Fusion is my game, and I went through 3 of the stages. I'm trying to open up the different the next level of stages. So I've been going through, man, kind of getting really good at it. I put in about 6 hours in that game already. A lot of playing, and it's just a pick up, put down, pick up type of game. Still playing Street Fighters. Of course, Mario Kart World. I put in there with that update that they put on Mario Kart World. Man, the computer is difficult. Online is retarded. Lord forgive me. I mean, difficult. I'm with you, K-Bum. It made me feel like I couldn't play. I was like, wait a minute. I was competing with K-Bum and Keith. We was all in the top. We wasn't losing. Man, shoot. I couldn't get past the 5th place. I couldn't even. I saw first place for maybe a half a lap, and that was it. So I've been playing that. What else? Splatoon 3. I put in Splatoon.
Oh, really now?
I put in Splatoon, did the update, and man, I'm not going front. That changed the game. I'm like, whoa, this it's crazy what 60 frames per second does to a game. And it's impressive, like all these games being just running on the Switch 2, looking a lot better, just straight up, just putting it on the Switch 2 and letting it run on that. I guess these open with these open frame rate games are looking real good and taking taking full advantage of the Switch 2. So I played those 3 games, Cyberpunk as well. Cyberpunk the storyline is crazy. So I just got to where you run into what's his name? Well, it's played by Keanu Reeves. What's that dude?
Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny Knox.
Johnny Silversmith.
Oh, Silver. Okay.
Silverhand. Sorry,
Silverhand. Yeah.
Silverhand.
And
Sorry.
right now I'm meeting up with the Japanese dude that, he want me to help him basically tell what really happened to his boss. So.
Oh yeah, he was very early in.
Yeah, I'm early in, and man, I got a story to tell. So I'm a little embarrassed by this. So I was talking to a girl that was standing on the corner, and she said, "Let's go back to my place." I said, "Okay." Man, I said, "Lord Jesus." My wife was sitting right there. This girl done did a strip dance. I'm like, Lord, this was not. I had to turn the game off. I turned the game off, closed out. Like I looked at my wife like I didn't know. I didn't expect that to happen. This is not.
So he took it out the dock and went somewhere else and played it.
No, I did not.
Hold on now. Let me finish this scene though.
That was
real
the first
quick.
and the last. But I was like, my wife said, She looked at her. She said, I said, "Oh Lord." So anyway, but
so that's what we doing, Level.
Yeah, but the game that I want to talk about real quick, and I think y'all should try it out. K-Bomb, I think you might like this game. Well, yeah, maybe. I know Keith would. It's called Greek Memories of Azure. Greek Memories of Azure. It's a 2D game. This is it right here. It's playing on the screen. It's on sale for $4.99. It was originally $19. This game is good, man. Graphics, controls. It's a side scroller. You got you got a companion. You got 3. It's a 3-person team that you can switch between the 3. You searching for your sister. I finally found her, and you're going on this adventure. And you got 3 companions right now. I'm looking for my other companion. But the controls is very unique because you can control them together or you can control them separate from each other. So you can play the game together and control both of them at the same time. and one will kind of trail you as the other one is traversing through the stage. The other one mirrors what you do, or you can highlight one particular character, and it's like you got one that's magic, you got one that's sword, and then you got a brute guy that I haven't got yet. That's just a big dude, big brute. You got so it's a dope game. Graphically, aesthetics is beautiful. Keith, I think you'll like this game. If you like those games, like what's that game on Xbox that you like that came to the Switch? What's the name of that game? The side scroller, 2D. Beautiful game.
You talking about Ori?
Ori. If you like that type of stuff, I think you'll like this game.
Well, you know what this reminds me of? I got two points. First, I want to go back to your Splatoon point. It was always 60 frames a second. I just want to put that out there.
I'm saying
In the in-game matches, in the hub world, it was. I just want to say that just for.
But no, I'm gonna say this though, real quick. Even though you're right, it still looked better on Switch 2, even when you playing in the actual, in the actual game, not just running through the hub. For whatever reason, it looks better to me. With Switch 2.
Because I think it's 1440p now.
Oh,
so it's a higher resolution.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What I was going to say about the game that you're talking about now, this sounds like Trine. I don't know if you ever heard of Trine.
Yes, it does. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, this sounds like Trine to me, but with 2D.
Man, I'm telling you, man, when I play, it's a demo, so you could try the demo out, but I don't think it's going to be on sale. I don't know how long it's going to be on sale for $4.99. But man, I played the demo. I was like, dang, this is good. So I went on and bought it, and man, I'm enjoying it. Like it's simple, but also complex at the same time. But that's what you're seeing right there. It's $4.99 in the eShop. Like I said, Greek Memories of Azure. I think that's how you say that. Azur, Azure. I think that's how you say it. Mm-hmm. So if you looking for something just to have something on the side, that you could jump in and out of and cheap, and ain't looking for something but a good game. Hey, here you one. It's almost got like it's multiple paths, but it's visually it's a nice looking game, man. I'm not no joke. So anyway, that's what I've been gaming on.
Man, I'm proud of you, brother. You stepped out your wheelhouse a little bit.
What you mean? I got a lot of games. Y'all just be clowning me when I get my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I tried the boxing game. Y'all joked me for trying that boxing game, but I still got to get back on that other boxing game that's kind of like Punch Out on my PlayStation 4.
Yeah, 5. That one, yeah. But
okay, so with that being said, let's get in, man. So pretty much 2 topics tonight, and then we're gonna get out of here. The first one is Donkey Kong Bananza. Direct happened yesterday at 8 a.m. Central time. 8 a.m. Yeah. 8 a.m. Central, 9 Eastern, and I don't know what time it was in, I guess 12 in California. Or it might be earlier than that. What?
It might have been early, yeah.
So anyway, man, so we got to talk about this. Now, let me be honest with you. I was going to get Bananza, but I was not tripping off this game. It looked like a run-of-the-mill, get you along, type of title to me. It didn't look bad. It didn't look great. It just looked like, a get-by title to get you to the next thing. To hold you over titles. Man, did Nintendo come through and just put a halt to all that nonsense. Mm-hmm. This is absolutely, from my assessment, this is a killer app. This is a killer app. And we got to talk about it. I want to play. I don't know if I want to play IGNs. I'm going to play it. I don't care what Nintendo. Nintendo, don't bother me tonight. Fair use. So they haven't been bothering us here lately. So I'm gonna take my chances. So Keith and comment section and K-Bum, because I know you said you watched it. Keith, what was your thoughts, man? Was you expecting this?
So
Go
I
ahead.
wrote this game off. I was like, I'll just hear from Level, see how he like it. I had no, I had zero expectations. And then, but I'm always excited when Nintendo's going to announce some new information. I'm always there. And no, I was not expecting Nintendo to talk about this game the way they talked about it and show this game in the light that they showed it. This game was like extremely polished, epic, emotional. It had everything that you would want in a game. Voice acting, K-Bun. Uh, so I wasn't expecting this, and I'm absolutely blown away by the depth as to what this game is. Because at first, when they first revealed it, I was like at the April Direct, and I was like, whatever, it's cool. He running around, just moving blocks and all that other stuff. And for me, I'm OCD a little bit, so for me, I'm looking at this gameplay like I can't do it. I can't do it. But then they showed that he has sonar. He can actually look for certain things in the rocks. Um, of course, we had already had the spoiler of Pauline being revealed to be Odd Rock. It would have been so dope if we didn't get that spoiled on us, but it is what it is. It didn't hurt it, but it would have been great to see it. They showed his move set. They showed the power ups. They got power ups, but the thing that got me the most with this Donkey Kong trailer that really said, "Keith, you gotta buy this game," was the fact that you have skill points. You have skill points. So now it's not just a platformer where you're running around just doing things for the sake of doing them. Now you're actually doing things and you're building your Donkey Kong the way you want to build them to your play style. Of course, it's not going to be that different than everybody else, but it will be unique to you. And they did the one thing that I was asking them to do with Mario Odyssey, and that's to allow the clothing that you wear to have some type of impact on the game. It never did. It was simply cosmetic. But with Donkey Kong Bonanza, as you saw, he had trousers on or something like that, and it said level 1, which means that each part of the trousers can get a different level. Not only can they get a different level, they actually have different distinct characteristics behind them. So one may say it increases your sonar by 10%. So now they're adding like a RPG type elements to this game. It's so much deeper than what I initially thought. This is a must buy. Let me tell you how much I'm ready to play this game.
You already pre-ordered
I
it.
pre I didn't pre-order the game. I pre-ordered the amiibo.
Oh, okay.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ. Jesus.
I pre-ordered.
Man,
This is going to
has
be
drunk the
$100 game for
juice.
me.
Good Lord.
I'm gonna probably
Good
pre-order the
Lord is
game.
right.
I don't think I'm good with the amiibo.
That game ain't getting sold out, but that amiibo will get sold out.
No, I know it ain't.
So yeah,
I'm just on some just in
but
case
yeah.
it does. I'm going ahead and get it. I may pre-order. I may not. K Bum,
Let me
real
say. Let
quick.
me say. This.
Go ahead,
Let me
Keith.
say this. Let me say this last thing. Graphically, I'm still not too impressed with the graphics, but I understand that this game is doing a lot of particle and effects and all this destruction, so it's forgivable. But I do wish the graphics were just a little bit better. But other than
I
that,
disagree with that. I disagree with you here. But I
that's
wait till
that's
my
fine.
turn. I wait till my
That's fine.
turn.
But that's all I had. That's all I had.
Go. Okay. Go ahead, K Bum. Should I go
um
before you? Wait a
I
minute. Should I go before you?
no
'Cause-
no 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 you're gonna
okay.
need to clean some things up. So
All right.
I first uh, turned it on and I was like man, Nintendo, why don't y'all do textures right? It's I don't
That part.
like the textures of like the I know you turn 'em down, so maybe that's fine because you turn 'em down, and so you don't want too high of a quality of textures when it comes to the rocks, but they just look so bland. I don't know if you guys see the same thing I'm seeing, but just like the rock face, like the grass stuff looks cool. I know I complain about Metroid and its foliage. That is not a problem in this game. The grass and the foliage looks dope. It looks really nice. But like just the rock face, like the textures on some of the stuff here, just looks weird to me. I don't know. I don't like it. So You guys had hyped it up, so I was going to watch it, and I'll be completely honest. I almost fell asleep on this direct. I was almost
Good
knocked
God.
out. I it's this
It's a
does absolutely nothing
yeah,
to
platform. It's
me.
a platformer. That's why I said let me go
I,
before
I
you.
mean, I understand that, but just like even stuff they show, yeah, you have sonar power, cool. Your your clothes give you abilities. Yep. That's kind of like stuff that people have done already. Oh, whoa, yep. The person's rocket sings
Now, K
and you
Bum,
talk.
K Bum.
I, I'm no. You do you want
Let it
my?
get it. Let it
All
go.
right, now,
I'm
because we
giving
done,
you my reaction. I sat down. I
cause we done
watched this.
seen a whole bunch of stuff that's been
I
done plenty times before that you geeked out over.
I do
Let him
not
finish.
care
Let him
what you're
finish.
about to
All right,
say. I
all
am
right.
giving you my reaction on how I watched this
I'm
video.
just saying, don't you should have
You
let
can
me
Let him
go.
finish.
You should have let me
during
go
your
first.
talk. You can say whatever you want to say. This is my reaction to this
Raining on
video.
my little hype. Go ahead, sir.
I, you guys can have your hype. You guys already know
I knew it.
Let that man finish.
how I was
Man,
gonna feel watching
I
this.
knew.
You
That's
did
why
not
I should have
expect me
went.
to
That's
see
why I should.
this.
That's what I went.
You did not expect me to see this and say, "Oh man,
No, I
game of the
didn't.
year." This is it. This is oh my lord! And then they showed the ostrich and the power ups, and I'm just like
Zebra,
this.
the zebra, the
This
ostrich,
yeah, the zebra and the
the
flying. I'm like,
silverback.
I am sleepy. This people. I mean, people, and I know people are hyped about it, so I'm not gonna jump on anyone's hypeness. Be hyped, be excited about it. But for me, but the good things about it, I think Nintendo does color palettes in their games better than anyone else. I think the color palette in this game is dope. It's not a bland game, not by the slightest. I mean, it's not a texture marvel, but it's not bland. And I think the way you interact with the world is is dope. I think that's something that is I think Nintendo is unique when it comes to how they integrate their gameplay into, well, I guess how their gameplay loop works, right? How they introduce the character, how they interact, the character interacts with the world. That's what I want to say. That they do a very good job of nailing that with this character, and I think to me that stands out. I think it's a technical similar to Tears of the Kingdom and how the build anything aspect to that game was very unique to it and kind of made it bigger and then that just the creativity you had with that. I think this game has as well. I think this game has a lot of creativity with the way that you can interact with the world, and I think that makes it uniquely Nintendo. So that would be my pro for this. So it's not just a bunch. It's not just all cons. It's just that's definitely pro, and I think that was dope. And I think the way they do color is dope. But other than that, eh, eh. It was. I couldn't understand the hype, but for those who enjoy these type of games, I think that's going to be fun. But I'm not even going to gamefly this. This is I'm not even going to waste a slot on gamefly on this. But yeah, level you enjoy your
I
moment
am.
with
So
D2K. Wait, sorry, with DK.
it's my turn. It's my turn. Okay,
Oh,
let me
it
get.
is absolutely your turn. I ain't wasting no
Let's
more
crank
time.
this back up. Rub these bones. Get
But we
the.
got,
We got. But
but
we
we
got
got
the DK
Smash
Bananza
Bros
though.
though.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so let me say this, man. I already knew what K Bum was gonna say. I'm messing with you. I'm just messing with K Bum. This is not what he does, but this is definitely what I do. Man, let me say this. I was looking forward to DK Bonanza, but I wasn't blown away by it. I was not. It was gonna be until something else come. I get it, hold me over, pretty looks okay. Man, when I got done watching this, I had the biggest smile on my face. When I saw those power-ups, when I heard Paulina sing, uh and say, "Get him, donkey, get him, DK, get him." I was like, "Oh, they got the voice acting, they got the power ups." They got the tier. I mean the what they call those? You said it, Keith. Where you can power up your person and make them unique to your play style.
Skill points.
Skill points, all that stuff. For me, this went from being a run-of-the-mill title to a absolute masterclass, must-have, killer app. This made and the timing, to me, the timing is what's so unique and powerful and intriguing to me. Because I know Nintendo could have showed this when they first showed it. We only, how many months? We a month away, Keith? We a month from when they showed this the first time. That was kind of like, it was hit and miss. Some people was like, it looks cool. Other people like, I don't know. It's kind of funny. I remember Keith saying the textures and how it look funny. It looks muddy. And it did. And I was like, you know what? I'm excited. Let me live in my moment. Let me have my moment. So, but I didn't have DK Bananza on a high. It was mid-tier to me. This went from that to, I don't think we needed 3D Mario this year.
I never thought we needed a 3D Mario this year, for the record.
I know you never do. You always optimistic. Me, I'm trying to figure out.
I was waiting on Metroid Prime 4.
No, Metroid Prime. I know what you waiting on, but I'm saying what's going to be that holiday? What was going to be that holiday game, right? This could easily be a Christmas holiday season killer app, and it's making me scratch my head that this is coming a month after Mario Kart World. Like, what? Why did they withhold this? If they knew this game was this good and they could have showed this, it makes me ponder on why didn't they? And I shared y'all why I thought they didn't. I won't go into that tonight because we don't have time. But that makes me wonder, why did they hold this like they did? Why did they show it like they showed it? Why did they make you question its value, make you question its worth? To come back and hit you with this haymaker, and it's way beyond, and I think it's helping the excitement because so many people underestimated this game. It's like y'all withheld this and all this information. Y'all could have showed all this stuff out. I'm pretty sure y'all could have showed a better build, the whole 9 that you let people play when y'all had it back in April. I'm pretty sure y'all had a better build with more to do. Y'all really masked all this, even down to Pauline, even though the Japan market kind of spoiled that. We all knew Pauline was in the game. We didn't know how she was going to go from, we didn't know she was the Rock, but we were trying to figure out how she comes into the game. Come to find out she was the Rock. But I'm highly impressed by this game. This is absolutely a top tier type game from Nintendo. This is what you expect. This is what moves systems, and this will have a resurgence with people interested in the game. This literally shut a lot of people up. I don't know if y'all noticed. This was a game people was complaining about. Where's that single player game? Where's the single player killer app? Mario Kart is you got to play with everybody. Where's that single? And they come with this game, and it's everything they was complaining about. This is it. It is that Odyssey experience, clearly being made by what I found out to be a spinoff of the Odyssey team. This is a team that they built out of the Odyssey team. A bunch of young developers who wanted to make a Donkey Kong game. And they killing it. This game looks amazing. Donkey Kong, I'm saying it has Donkey Kong Bananza. If they would have showed this out the rip, could be a system seller. Yes, it could be. I disagree with that. Donkey Kong Bananza will move systems. I'm not saying Donkey Kong is a system seller. I'm saying this game is. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking with it. So, what was I finna say? No, I don't want to hear this, dude. What you doing? Go back. So, visually, Obi-Wan put up a post. Keith shared it with us, where he says, And this is a good segue into breaking down each aspect of the game. So Keith kind of broke it down, but we want to kind of touch on each part, and then we'll move on. Right now it's 9:12, so I get us another 20 minutes, and then we're moving on to Xbox. So he puts up that DK Bananza is graphically better than Astrobot. And then he goes on to say some other sense that that's how when you are good at development or something like that, he made some statement about being good at development and utilizing and making smart decisions and all that type of stuff. I don't agree with that. I don't agree that this game is graphically, from a visual standpoint, better than Astrobot. But it to me is technically more impressive than Astrobot to me, being, playing that game and looking at what I'm seeing here. This game has so much going on. Visually, I like it. I like the visuals. It to me, it makes me feel like N64 Mario 64. It makes me feel like Odyssey. It makes me feel like those type of games. It ain't blowing me away visually, but I like everything I'm seeing. He said, we shouldn't conflate our love for an IP and assume others feel the same. Nia, no, that's not what you do. Nia, stop doing that. I'm saying this particular title. I'm not saying Donkey Kong as a whole. I'm saying this game. This game could be a system seller. Donkey Kong Bananza, not Donkey Kong anything else. This particular title, isolated, if they would have showed this at the rip, this could move system because it's so in line with Odyssey. Odyssey is a system mover. Mario Kart World is a system mover. I'm saying this game right here has so much Odyssey vibes and feels like Odyssey that it could move systems. So, he's talking to the chat. Okay, I was like, man, she going at me again. Don't beat me up. So anyway, I like the visuals, Keith. I really do. I like the visuals. It's clean. I don't think we really even seen. I remember that stage in Mario Odyssey when you in like the Mexican that stage where you got the sun hat on and you running through in the sand and all that stuff. That stage, the sombrero. Mm-hmm. That stage always impressed me visually. That was like one of my favorite stages in the game. Just how it looked. In this game, every stage reminds me of that. Like that sand texture, you can literally, you can see each grain in the sand. Like, where is that at when he was throwing them sand? Like the water, I'm impressed visually. I'm impressed with this game. This game looks good to me, and I think it's gonna look even better when it's actually running on your screen. Is it Astrobot? No, it's not. Astrobot is going for a more realistic, like metal look like metal. Like you got to polish, you got to shine, you got to glow, you got ray trace, you got a lot of stuff going on in Astrobot that's not here. But I like this look for these type of games more so than that I like what they're doing. I like this art style. I like kind of that rough texture that they have going on in this game. I like it. I think it works. Aesthetically works well. She telling me to relax. I didn't know who you was talking about, Nia. You know what I'm saying? People made joke. You went off on me and they made that a meme. I'm sensitive. But yeah. I'm like, Nia going off on me. You want somebody to just be happy about your system, don't you, Level? I'm like, Nia, why are you doing me like this? Anyway, so I think the game looks amazing. All the way around. I like the power-ups. I like everything about it. I like his facial animations. I like he shows emotion. And it looks good. It looks like a real animated cartoon, not a Pixar, but it looks like a cartoon that my kids would play. It looks just like that. Yeah, they made a meme of that. I'm going to send it to you, Nia. It starts off with you going off on me. But anyway, but yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I can see my kids really enjoying this. I'm going to enjoy this. And I think there's a lot under the hood. I think there's a storyline in this game that's going to be deeper than we expecting. I'm liking what I'm seeing, man. I do. I like everything about this title. Go ahead. Who want to Keith? If you want to go ahead.
Yeah, I want to touch on the storyline. I think the storyline also, that's what also got me. The beginning singing and then the very last scene. I think that was a very emotional touch that they added to it. So it had me intrigued as to what's actually going on, what's the storyline. And I don't know if you've been on Twitter today, but folks be going around saying they're gonna have to retcon the Donkey Kong story.
Yeah,
From the I'm like,
I don't
y'all
care.
do understand that Nintendo wasn't writing stories all the way back then. They were just making games. And now you want to hold them to that, like, it ain't that serious, man. Do you enjoy what you're seeing or not? But as far as like the graphics, I just don't like his fur looks like feathers to me. Uh,
Yep.
and then the way the like, let's say you got a wall and then the ground, they don't do anything to like cover it up. It's just you can see this one strong line, and it's like it's not all together. It's not flush. That's weird to me. I understand that it's going to
Have,
be blown apart, broken up. So there's no point in doing all that, going that extra mile. I
have
get that, but
Have
that's
you
just what
seen
I
a lot
see.
of the animation cartoons that kids watching today? How they look today?
Absolutely not.
That's how they look. That's what I'm saying. It looks like it's not Pixar. It's more like the cartoons that I see my daughters watch. That's how the cartoon look like. Defined lines, like clearly that's on top of that. It don't look like it's blended. It looks like it looks like this, and that's why I'm like, man, this looks pretty good because it looks like what kids actually watch every day. The fur looks like that. The facial animation, it looks like a Saturday morning cartoon or when what the kids be watching upstairs all the time. It looks just like that.
Well,
Not
sir,
them.
this
Yeah,
this
go ahead.
game is E for everybody, and I'm everybody, and the lines are are bad.
That don't bother me.
No, I had an issue with the feathers, but I didn't want to spend too much
That don't
talking
bother
about it.
me. That don't bother me. I kind of like what they doing here. I like the fur. I like all
I
of
mean,
it.
it's not bad. I pre-ordered the amiibo. I'm investing in the game. I'm
No,
just
I'm just
saying,
saying. I'm not
you
saying you
know,
don't like the game. I'm saying I disagree with the yo. I just disagree. I think it looks good. I think it looks. I like what they doing. I like his fur. I do. I
I,
really
I
do.
think it look good, but it has aspects when it's of. But I guess your point is you disagree with the negatives that we're calling out. I guess that's the point you're making.
I
I
don't
got
see
it.
it. I don't. No.
You don't see it
Yeah.
as a negative.
I don't
Yeah,
see
I
it as a
understand.
negative. That's all I'm saying. I don't see it as a
Yeah,
negative. I
I
think
got
it
it.
actually works to the aesthetic what they're going for. I think it works for what they're doing.
It makes sense.
If anything that I was kind of like was the voice acting. I
Yeah,
I
now,
thought
Pauline,
does Kong does he have voice acting? I don't
no.
remember hearing him say nothing.
it's
Paul
just Pauline that can speak. I think.
Pauline is the only one that talks, and I thought one
Okay.
part she when she said no, I'm going with DK. I thought that was kind of like dang yeah you could have did a little bit
But that's
more,
a child.
but I know I said but I'm nitpicking, but I like it, man. I do. I really do. It looks, man. It looks so interesting now in the way that this didn't when we first saw it. How you like the power ups? I'm liking the power ups. It gives me a
Did you ask the question yourself and answer yourself?
yes I am. I am. I like the. It looks like Maui. It reminds me of Maui. It puts me in the mind of
Wow,
Maui.
that what's that show? Moana. That's what you
Yeah,
talking
Moana.
about?
yeah.
Yeah,
Moana,
Moana.
Maui. He could shape shift into a fish, into a bird. He was like when he would run, he'd be the ape, the big ape, and then he'd change into the zebra, then jump and turn into the ostrich. That's what Maui was doing in the game. So it kind of reminds me of Wreck-It Ralph and Maui all in one.
It's very Wreck-It Ralph-ish. Like they could have just got rid of D2K and I'm to D2K. Gee, I keep saying it. DK and just have Wreck-It Ralph and it would be the same game.
Yeah,
In my opinion.
Y'all ignored all my posts. You know they had a picture of Pauline when she had blonde hair and Donkey Kong, the original, when she was on this back. So I don't know how far Wreck-It Ralph go back, but DK he been doing that.
yeah, true.
Yeah, no, I saw
I,
you, I saw your post. I saw your post.
I'm just saying it reminds me of what that cartoon looked like. It does put me in the mind of that. But let me shut up. I'm liking what I don't care what these dudes say. I like everything I saw.
Oh my
I
god!
don't care
I
what Keith
got
say.
the
It's us against
It's
him now,
not
apparently.
ugly. It's beautiful. It's magnificent. It's nice.
I don't
And
know what
I'm
to
like,
say to an ugly kid.
go ahead, man. Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
You're not ugly. You
Hey,
beautiful.
Yeah, you
you,
beautiful.
you know one thing I do want to mention is the what do they call it? The share play. How is that going to work with the original Switch? Is it going to be a screen? Like, how does that work?
Is it coming out for the
That's what
original
I
Switch?
wanted.
Or?
That's the scene I want right here. The sand looks amazing in this game to me. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I'm trying to figure out the game share.
Is
Like,
it
how
coming
is
out
that
for the
going to
original
work?
Switch, or how's that
No,
working?
it's not.
Well,
It's game share where you can, if you got it on the Switch too, you can, because it's 2-player, somebody can take control of Paulina, and you can do it through game share between the Switch 2 and another Switch 2 or a Switch 2 and a Switch, and they can control Paulina on the Switch while you playing Donkey Kong on the Switch 2. So and all she do is scream and yell, and it turns her words into actual visual words that are like Caducans.
and you can
I'm not
take
gonna
the
say nothing.
texture. You can-
I'm not gonna say
I
nothing.
know
I'm not. I'm
it's
not gonna
very
say nothing.
kitty.
no, say it. Say
It's
it.
very
I'm
kitty.
not gonna say nothing.
I
I'm
need
gonna
to know
let that
what you're going to
ride.
say.
I'm gonna let that ride. No, you go ahead, Key. You got it.
Her words
The
become
Hadouken?
Caducans.
You got it, bro.
Hadouken.
Hadouken. That's what it does. That's what she's doing. She's
But she
singing
could
and it
take the
turns into.
texture. She could take the texture of other things and shoot it as well. I don't know. I think it's a better mode than what Cappy was doing in Odyssey. I think this game is like Odyssey times 5 or something. Like it's they turned it up on this game. Like
Yeah, it looks like
are
Odyssey
those
to me. That's why I'm like,
are those
this looks like
are those
Odyssey to
Zelda
me.
hearts?
I
No.
don't. It looks like
Odyssey
Odyssey to
got a
me.
different. It has a different art style.
I don't know, Keith. I don't know. Let me see. Let me pull up.
Odyssey is cleaner like Astrobot.
Yeah, Odyssey is not Astrobot. No, not
I
even
said it's
close.
clean. Okay.
I'm finna pull it up. Let me see. Let me pull up
You got to
Godyssey and see what it looks like.
pull up the Switch 2 edition.
No, I'm not giving you no edge. I'm pulling up I'm pulling up the OG version. I want to have more edge in this fight than you currently do. All right, so let me pull up.
Tragedy.
Let me see. All right, Nintendo Life is doing a comparison. Let's look at Odyssey.
Comparison of what?
Switch 1 versus Switch 2.
Oh, okay.
So this is Odyssey. I want to see if the visuals is a lot different. I don't. Let me see. Let me hush up and let me watch. So it's definitely being made by the Odyssey team. It's just a spinoff of the team. A lot of young developers are making this game. Definitely Mario Odyssey is not going for a. It may be a little different, but not that much different. It's a little.
Yeah,
different.
I wasn't that impressed with the Switch 2 update.
I mean, it's noticeable, but it ain't nothing crazy. I mean, I guess you could. Well, let me speed it up. Let me get somewhere where you can actually see the game. I would say yes and no. It's different, but it ain't at the same time. It's close. It definitely looks like this. This looks like DK. I mean, clearly, I think it's more emphasis put on Mario. I think Mario is clearly a bigger budget. You can still see that this is way bigger budget than. Dang, man, I shouldn't have watched this because Mario looks amazing. I forgot how good this game looks. Mario Odyssey looks good. I might have to go up there and put that back in. Let me turn this off. I think you're correct, sir. Let me go over here. Dang. Odyssey may look better than DK. Lord Jesus. You learn something every day on the Live Level Gamers podcast. Let me see. That's kind of scary. Well, no, Odyssey, no, DK looks pretty darn good. But they do have are going for two different looks, though. I'll give you that, Key. You're right. You are correct. They going for two different looks.
That's what I'm saying. The DK game looks a little rough around the edge, but I think that's on purpose. It's supposed to be jungle, and I don't know the word I used the other day, but yeah, I think it's intentional.
Yeah, you could tell
it's not bad.
No,
it's not something. It's not my preference.
Right. You could tell that Mario is a bigger budgeted game. That I can clearly see, even though this is a Switch game running on Switch 2, you can clearly tell it's a bigger budgeted game. But that the aesthetics and the visual are not the same, but close. You could tell the same team made it. I'm gonna say this though. This is what I wanted to go. So while it may not look better than Astrobot, I'm going to say this. Clearly, Nintendo is the king of the platformer. They the king at these games. Because when you look at this game and you go back and you watch Astrobot, Astrobot look basic as heck. And I was complaining about it, and I couldn't put a finger on it. It's like it's a platformer, but it's basic. It's absolutely ground level, jump, hop, dodge, and that's it. Whereas when you look at this game, the level of abilities that Donkey Kong has, and like you see with Mario, is on a whole nother level of platforming. And that's not in Astrobot. So Astrobot is a visual showcase. Visually, Astrobot is just amazing. It's a beautiful game. But as a platformer, it's very bare bones. And that's what I'm liking, what I'm seeing with Donkey Kong. This is clearly not a bare bones game. And so, no, it's not on par with it visually. Matter of fact, let me pull up Astrobot. Let's be fair, and then we'll move on.
We got 30 minutes, buddy.
All right, we only need 20 minutes to talk about Xbox. Yeah, they good. Let's talk about Astrobot.
Actually, I do want to talk about it.
I know. I'm finna.
Actually,
let me don't do Dr. Trey. Not Dr. Trey. Let me show Astrobot real quick.
Actually,
let's look at Astrobot. Then we move on. I just want to see, and I got some footage of my own game of Astrobot.
But I will say this though, while you're pulling it up,
Astrobot
I think Donkey Kong is going to be a better game than both of them. I think Donkey Kong's going to be a better game than both of them, though.
I agree. I agree to that. But Astrobot is clean, man. That's just a clean looking game. But it's a different aesthetic. It's just a different aesthetic. It's not. But Astrobot is not doing. It looks different. It's like everything looks like real. Astrobot is a showpiece. Yes, it's a showpiece. Astrobot is a beautiful looking game. Like, ain't Absolutely. No ifs, ands, or buts. Like when you run it on the thing, it's literally
it's different.
Yeah, it's different. But as a platformer, no, it ain't the platformer you think. It's visually amazing looking. But it's lacking on the platformer. But that's the thing. What you seeing is so freaking amazing. It covers up for the lack of actual platforming. But no, Astrobot is a good looking game, man. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I think this is what Mario is going to be competing with. This is what Mario is going to try to outdo. Is this game? Donkey Kong is not. No, what's his name? Obi-Wan was absolutely out of his mind. What he was saying when he was trying to say graphically it was better than this. That's just an outright lie. And I'm saying that because Astrobot looks phenomenal as a game. Ain't even close. Visually, it's not even close. With that being said, Anyway, day one for me. Can't wait till the 17th. There is a style and a flavor and a character that DK has that Astrobot doesn't. But Astrobot is a way better looking game. There ain't no ifs ands. So let's go to the next topic. So Xbox has been making a lot of noise and making their rounds. They came back with Sarah Bonds. Keith, they came back with Sarah Bonds and said
Don't do
Xbox
that. Don't do
plus
that.
AMD powering the future. What you talking about?
I thought you was finna joke with me about Sarah. Like,
No, I wasn't finna joke with you about Sarah. What you want me to joke with you about, Sarah? What you talking about?
go ahead, man. We got 30 minutes.
Xbox, and AMD. You messed me up. I thought I was making. You threw me off. Xbox and AMD has come into a partnership where they're working on what they call the future of Xbox and the future of gaming. They have worked on what they call a APU, where they're, and I think I need to let K-Bum and Keith kind of explain this better than I did. I wrote all this stuff down. Xbox and AMD are working on a bespoke GPU, CPU combination for devices in the future to empower backwards compatibility and an ecosystem across multiple devices. And it's supposed to be the future of what Xbox is doing. And we want to explore what this is actually getting at. So I'm gonna let K-Bum come in first, and then Keith, you come behind K-Bum. Go ahead, sir. I'm finna look this article up.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing from this and what they're actually trying to accomplish, they're trying to create an Xbox, I guess, recipe is my opinion. They're trying to create something where uh, they can kind of make their own, as far as it doesn't matter really if it's a home console, if it's a portable system, if it's a PC. They're trying to combine all platforms. Is their approach, and they're partnering with AMD for both the GPU side and the CPU side, which is going to I which I'm still we'll have to talk about it, especially what this means to Sony and their partnership with AMD. But what difference between Microsoft and Sony is that Microsoft focus is this is not the old premise of console gaming,
Right.
or even platform gaming, where Sony's ecosystem on the PS5 only exists with the Sony ecosystem, which means if you want to buy a game, a digital game,
Hold up. Can I ask a question?
yes, please.
Is this girl that's over AMD dating the dude over Nvidia? Because they dress and look the same.
Uh, I
Okay, go ahead, sir.
could not answer that for you.
Go ahead.
No
All she
problem.
missing is a leather jacket. They look the same.
But the way that I want to just say something. The way that ecosystems work right now when it comes to console games, because the same for Xbox, the same for PlayStation, the same for Nintendo, is when you want to buy a digital game for that console, you go to the PlayStation store, or you go to the eShop, or you go to the Microsoft store, right? And that's where you buy the game that you want to play on that particular system. What Microsoft is trying to do, and they're partnering with AMD to do so, and this is kind of their play anywhere approach, is you have these either Xbox branded systems or Xbox systems themselves. So let's just say, even there's rumors of even the Xbox Series S and X going this direction, where you can buy games from Steam, buy games from Epic, buy games from GOG on your console, and you're no longer tied to this Microsoft store. You can buy from any of these places and have a centralized place to play. And with this partnership with the APUs, which is the connection between the CPU and the GPU, there it allows them to do the thing that I've said makes the Switch as of right now better than the other handhelds that's currently out, and that's optimization. If you have a APU, again, that's CPU and GPU. If you have an APU out there that is Xbox branded, so what, whatever, you can have the developers optimize for those APUs because the CPU and GPU is on the same chip,
That's what I
and
was
so
saying.
they can optimize the game for that particular APU, which gives Xbox the hand up against other handhelds because the Steam Deck, when it plays, let's just say Assassin's Creed Shadows, is playing the PC version, and you have to manipulate the shadows, the ray tracing, the or whatever the texture mapping, the draw distance to fit your how you can get it to run in that system. But what makes the Switch unique is that the developers, we would say Cyberpunk has themselves made the modifications to the base game to produce that 40 frames per second in handheld or dock mode when it comes to performance, or that 30 frames per second when it comes to the quality mode. And that allows the game to be more fluid and runs a little bit better when it's optimized. And that is the biggest draw of console gaming. Is this optimization? That's what makes people draw to these $500, $400 systems. Is that the games are high end games, but they're optimized, and you're going to get that with this Xbox partnership. So that's just I guess I try to summarize it. I didn't open up any
Yeah,
questions, but I kind of try to summarize what this partnership is, and there's some other aspects in it and what they're trying to do. But that's just my view and summarization of what Xbox is doing with AMD.
and that's what I had wrote down. That, but go ahead, go ahead, Keith, go ahead.
Man, only I'm not gonna disagree because I honestly don't fully know what all this really means. But I think K-Bone's summary. But if I was to go in a was summary was great. But if I was to go in a different direction, I would say that they're going from a software base level, Windows level. Because I know with the how do you say that? Asus ROG Ally or ROG. I don't know how they like to say it. Is using a stripped down version of Windows. And I think what they're trying to do is trying to build from the base level, like as Windows grows, this gaming specific version of Windows. I think that's what they want to do. Grows. AMD is going to be right there growing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this way, so it like Kayvon was saying, optimization. This way, they don't have to optimize each game specifically. They can do it from a system level, and it's simple. Just pop in the game is already optimized because they've already put certain tools in place. Because like if you're a PC gamer, you know that Windows is a hog. It takes so many resources. And if AMD and Microsoft are working closely together to make sure that everything is growing up together, it would make the platform so much more easy to like because they talked about backwards compatibility. Well,
Yes, which is
you don't
huge.
want to. It's
Right.
huge, and you don't want to go through and have to optimize each one of those games. That's a lot of work and a lot of manpower and a lot of time that they just don't want to invest in. So how do you remedy that? You remedy it by building it in the system, put the code in the system. So I think that's what this partnership means. What does it mean to PlayStation? Well, since they don't have the OS like that, I think PlayStation will be business as usual. You know, they will continue using AMD like they've been using AMD, but with Microsoft, it'll be, better integrated for their systems and what they're trying to do. Because, I mean, let's face it, Microsoft doesn't make the greatest games, but what they're trying to do is they're trying to build this ecosystem that you really want
Yes.
to invest in.
Yep.
And no matter who you are, if you're a PC player playing on Steam, if you're playing on Xbox, they just want you to be able to play what you want to play anywhere you want to play it. And they're moving forward with that. And the partnership with AMD, at first I was like, I don't even get it. They've been working with AMD because she starts off the video, Lisa Su. she starts off the video talking about how much they've worked together, and she said they're deepening their relationship. So they just getting to work even closer now, essentially. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what actually comes of this. You got some very smart people here working, so I think
Yeah.
as gamers we're gonna benefit from it because all of us use this technology, even if you're on PlayStation or whatever, you're using this form of technology. So yeah, I'll just leave it there.
I feel like y'all leaving out an aspect though, because what this does is give the community freedom to do what they want to do, how they want to do it. Like
Hmm.
K-Bum might want the dedicated, because what I see is like Alienware, but I also see the dedicated Xboxes and all these different ways to get access to the ecosystem. So Keith builds his own PC. If Keith buys an APU from the Xbox integrated APU from AMD, now Keith is in the ecosystem of Xbox, and the games he buys, like K-Bun was saying, has been optimized to work with that chipset, so that he didn't have to buy an Xbox or anything made specifically, like a dedicated hardware, but he's still a part of that family because of that APU that he has in whatever he builds. So he can build it however he wants to build it. He can add whatever he wants to add to it, but it allows them to still be able to, like K-Bum was saying, target that chip, because the APU is basically one chip that does both CPU and GPU. So, and then if you want the console, it has that same APU chip that they worked on together. If you got the Rogue, it has the same thing. So it's like you can go wherever you want to go. Long as that chipset is there, you basically got an Xbox, and you have freedom, and you have compatibility, you have communication, you have backwards compatibility. All these things happen with but still allowing you to have freedom to approach it how you want to. You don't have to buy the dedicated device. You can go out and buy something else and still basically have an Xbox with Steam and with everything else that you want to do. So it really is a smart approach, and I don't think they can do well. I'm pretty sure I don't think Sony's in position to do something like this. So
Sony is too far behind
that's what I'm saying. They're not in
on
position.
when it comes. No, I'm agreeing with you. Sorry,
Yeah, I said that's what I'm saying. That, right.
I'm agreeing with your point. They're too far behind when it comes to um, the different ways of gaming. Right, Xbox has already positioned themselves. Nintendo were the first to change the way that we game when it comes to the mobile gaming and home console gaming. And I think Sony is bringing up the rear with this. Sony is still living in the under the box only type of gaming, where and then they're coming with their mobiles, their handheld, but their handheld is still taking a older approach to it, right? Again, the Switch 2 does it right now the best when it comes to home console and mobile. Because it's all in everything is in one ecosystem and in one system. Xbox is second right now with these APUs, and we'll see how well that goes. But I think Sony is kind of positioned themselves to be behind everybody, and I think it won't show itself this generation. They're going to continue to dominate with the PS5, and when they get their first parties out there, they're going to continue to sell units. But I think the biggest impact is going to be rolling into the PS6, right? And the whatever handheld they're trying to offer, I think they're going to be far behind. And I think their partnership with AMD is decent, but the latest system that Sony has released, which is the PS5 Pro, has fell on deaf ears, right? It wasn't a success. It wasn't a success like the PS4 Pro was, and it's not even doing well enough when it comes to the machine learning that they added, and even the trying to bring back in the FSR. They can only do so much because they're not compatible, right? There's only certain aspects of the new FSR that they can bring into because of the chipset and how it's set up. But going forward, the way Xbox is doing it, whatever machine learning that AMD is going to be able to do with their chips, right? It's going to be compatible all the way from the PC to the home console version
Right.
to
To the
the handheld,
handheld.
which
Right.
is going to put them in a
And
whole
cloud.
different
And cloud.
category.
And cloud gaming.
And cloud gaming, exactly. You're going to
Right.
have those cloud machines set up with the same APUs, and it's going to flawlessly give you that backwards compatibility, which is one of the things Switch 2 is struggling with is backwards compatibility. But Xbox has been the best and champion that, and they're going to continue to do that with this new setup. So I think this is going to be Xbox at their finest. I think they found a new route as for our new place in gaming, and they have solidified their foothold. And it's going to be very hard to beat coming within the next five
Yeah,
to 10 years.
that's powerful. I mean, that's what I was when I was looking it up. I'm like, so basically, you can buy this. You're like I said, it's so much freedom whether you let Microsoft control the box that you get as a dedicated device or a handheld, or you go to a Rogue Ally, you get the Xbox One, you still in there, and then if you buy an APU, you there that way. Everywhere there's so many ways to get in. It's very. They basically went to they went a unique route, and they really making that whole this is an Xbox. They realizing it, and it's smart
Yeah,
because
it's very smart.
it gives you control of how you want to play, and you still stay within Xbox ecosystem. You get all the perks of Xbox, and like you said, and that's what I didn't see that part. That part that stood out to me, what you said, K Bum, was the optimization. That part I didn't get from what I was listening to, but listening to you kind of add that point to it. Now they'll be able to optimize and target all those devices because they have that APU in there that they
Yeah.
already designed. Now they can take advantage of it, so all their games will automatically work just like a dedicated device. That is smart. That's thinking
Don't
ahead of
forget.
the game. That's ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, just don't forget that they're bringing in the Windows team too. So there's three different teams that's working here:
Right.
Yes,
Windows, Xbox,
yes,
and AMD.
yes.
They're
Right.
all working in conjunction.
Right.
And
So
I think you laid it out perfectly when you talked about the Windows team and them coming out with a mobile version of Windows, because right now I think Cherry Man can kind of speak to this. That's one of the downfalls of the mobile gaming from the PC side is that window is usually the operating system underneath it, and it's
Mhm.
very heavy, and it just doesn't work well. And what they do, so even for those non Xbox APUs, once they get this mobile version of Windows running very light on these handhelds, with now they're still making money because now they're in whatever Steam, not Steam Deck. Steam has their own OS, I believe, but whatever other handhelds are coming out from the PC space, now they can introduce themselves from the software side into that ecosystem, right? So I think that's just it's going to be another monopoly from Microsoft, but they know how to do it, man. They know how to make money.
yeah.
People
So
people will probably want to start putting their games on that side, just like because they're not no longer locked down to just Xbox. You know how before it was like,
Yep,
oh, if I put my game on, it's just Xbox, and now it's
yep,
like if I put myself in their ecosystem, not only will they also help, it's going to help with development, not necessarily development, but the optimization of the game, but it's going to be in more hands, and
Seamless
then the
gameplay.
yep.
marketing and everything that comes with that.
Placing gamers at the
So
center
it's
of
really
the
genius.
experience anywhere.
yeah,
We're so
yeah.
excited
They
about
they
this relationship with Microsoft. It's
they
built
thinking
on
They
outside the
eating.
box,
decades of partnership
and
and
they
Yes, they
eating.
are.
innovation.
They got the games now. They got the studios. Now they have the relationship. They more invested with AMD, so they probably they might when you get in the ground level of the how the chip is designed and you putting your own coding and language in that chip, that's a whole nother level than just buying a chip from AMD. No, you at the creation stage of the chip. You have input in how that chip or the APU is being designed in a way that I don't think Sony that's different. That's a whole nother. That's different, and it's going to empower them in a way to where if it get, what if Sony decide, hey, I want to use that chip? Well, your Sony PlayStation is an Xbox now because they had that APU in there. So this is crazy. Now, I hear y'all saying, how does this impact NVIDIA? I really don't know. I mean, we don't know if it's going to be fruitful or not. But it sounds good. It sounds real good. I don't know if it's going to impact NVIDIA.
Well, Nvidia's eating with Switch too. They good. They got their own lane.
It may in the long term, but short term,
AI.
I don't think it will. I think right now, who this may impact is probably will be Sony, but I don't know how it's going to impact Sony.
Yeah.
We won't see that until some years down the road.
Yeah, it's gonna be down the road.
Yeah, it won't be an immediate impact.
They're behind.
Because while Sony may be behind in the fact that Microsoft been thinking outside the box because they've been losing, it seems like, but Xbox is still behind in how the market sees them. So,
Agreed.
So they both been behind in different aspects, but long term, Microsoft is playing a long term game. Sony ain't ready for that future. I don't know what they're gonna do, how they pivot. They may go, I know it sounds crazy to think it, but what if they went NVIDIA?
Yeah, that's not going to happen until if PS7 or something like that, because they've already locked down all the
I know they
specs for
locked in with
PS6.
AMD right now. I'm saying, to compete, because they can't strike up a deal with AMD like this what Microsoft got, where you at the core creation of the chip, you have an input into its design and all that. That's a whole nother. You might well say,
especially when you're talking about putting it in other devices, they're not going to be able to do that. It's not Sony branded device. Yeah, you have this proprietary Sony setup, but the way Microsoft is doing it, you can just put that in any devices, right? That they won't be able to do that per se.
I mean, they could. This is kind of funny. They could go Intel. Intel makes their own GPUs now, and Intel they still make the best CPUs. I don't know.
You're playing with an unknown at that point.
Yeah, but
no, so the AI that they use, just like XE something is pretty good. I think they're actually ahead of AMD in some regards. You had to look at Digital Foundry talks about it.
They can't. I don't think they can do anything. Like K-Bum said, it's gonna have to be 7 and beyond. It ain't gonna be the 6 because it's already the PlayStation 5 Pro is AMD powered, and they already probably working on the 6. Sony Microsoft just was like, forget the buying it from you. We coming to the creation stage. Let's work together and design something together that can go into multiple devices. That's big dollars talking to big dollars. You best believe there's some money being put up for this.
Big money.
And for AMD to let them into the creation stage and design the chip, not just buy it, design it and put Microsoft and all that stuff into that chip. That's crazy. That's a whole nother level. So, and we won't see the fruit of this until probably 7 years from now. You'll start seeing the fruit of it if it works, But they got the games to do it now. They definitely got the games now. So they have the market. They own half the market.
Are we going to hear everybody say Sony should go third party now?
Like I said, I don't know. Like to me, I said it in the video that I made that Microsoft been bowed out. Sony is still going down, beating down the same dead end. And it's like, all right, Sony, there's only so much you're gonna be able to go with the whole power for power. To me, this is freedom. Like, you don't have to have an ultra powerful system, yet you still in that ecosystem wherever you go with Xbox. Nintendo eventually gonna have to figure some stuff out too, but they did change up to where they are fulfilling a area that you didn't know you wanted on the go play. They scratching the itch that people want right now. That could change down the road, but right now they're in a good
now.
lane.
They're in a good position. They're in a good position.
And like you said, I think the PlayStation 5 Pro is a dead system. It has no games really to really showcase it. It's too expensive, and it only speaks what you're gonna do with the Xbox, PlayStation 6, because it's gonna have to be about the same price. So to me, they in a weird spot. We just don't see it right now. We do see it with the first party games, but we don't see because they selling well still. But who's to say that's gonna last? People might not buy the next thing. So anyway, all right. So any final thoughts on this before we wrap it up?
We got 2 minutes.
I know that's on.
Yeah, man. Sony, keep putting your games on Steam and whatever. That's all I want.
But I think
Keep
y'all,
putting my games on Steam.
Keith, I hope that you go get that Geek Memories of Azure. I want to see what you think about it, man. It's only $4.99, bro, and it's a demo. At least play the demo. I played Emio.
It's a lot of money.
I played Emio demo. You can play the demo.
That's a lot of money.
$5.
Demo. Not just playing. I'm messing with you.
Man, at least play the demo. I want to hear your take on that game. Nia, go play that Greek Memories of Azure. I think that's how you say it. Love to hear your opinion on that. But this has been the Live and Level Gamers podcast. Sorry that we can't go longer. I have to go somewhere, and I need about an hour to do what I need to do. So I'm about to get off this off here, let y'all go. So y'all got an hour and a half of the Live and Level Gamers podcast. I'm going to let these dudes sign out. Starting with Keith Norris.
It's a quick one tonight, but I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with us. Man, Donkey Kong surprised the whole internet, in my opinion, this week. So I'm probably going to watch that again and watch some more videos, man, and get back on some games. But, man, it was good chopping it up with everybody. I hope everybody have a blessed weekend. And more surprises to come, I hope. Happy gaming.
All right. K-Bump Twitter.
Yeah, had a good time, man. Good conversations, even though we made K-Bomb talk about a platformer. But it was still good times. I enjoy myself, enjoy the comment section. You guys always come through for us. I appreciate you. Keep us honest. You keep it popping. Good. Appreciate all the conversations in there, man. Look forward to next time. And happy Juneteenth for you people. Happy Juneteenth.
All right, yeah, man. Happy Juneteenth. Happy that y'all was able to make it out on tonight. Everybody that was in the comment section. If I didn't say your name, just know I appreciate you being here. It was finally good to see Sarah Bond have something of prominence and positive to share. She's been kind of having to do a lot of heavy lifting.
Clean up work.
Yeah, so damage control. Good to see that she's able to announce something that seems to be a good idea. So happy for her. She's smiling hard right here in her green shirt, Keith. I'm happy for her. So anyway, go on out there and pre-order that DK Bananza. I think Nintendo played their cards well. I know we couldn't go into it like I want to. We just didn't have time. But I think they played their cards well by holding this to the chest and revealing it like they did, because they dampened everybody. Then they came back and blew us away with the same title and changed everybody's minds about it. And I feel like it allowed a window for games like Cyberpunk and other games to eat. We didn't talk about that. That's what we did not talk about with third party on Switch 2. I think it's too early for that conversation at this point anyway. But we'll talk about that next week. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all be blessed and be safe. Till next time. Deuces. Peace.
We got smashed, bro.